Jane, what's the matter? All of my classmates are saying they can't wait to go home for Thanksgiving break, but I just don't understand why they want to leave such a great school. Maybe they just want a break from homework. But I'm thankful for homework. Wait, I have an idea. Let's bring Thanksgiving right here into McKinley Elementary. What do you mean? What do you do when you wake up on Thanksgiving morning? I watch the parade with my family. Exactly. Let's host a Thanksgiving Day parade right here in McKinley Elementary. With balloon floats and hours of commercials and musicians you've never heard before? Exactly. Come on, we have to go get ready. From Poland, Ohio, it's the McKinley Elementary Thanksgiving Day Parade.
From Poland, Ohio, it's the second annual McKinley Elementary Thanksgiving Day Parade. Featuring over 100 handmade floats from the 3rd grade class at McKinley Elementary, the parade is a tribute to the book Balloons Over Broadway by Melissa Sweet, with appearances by Mrs. Herdman's class, Mrs. Brine's class, Mrs. Donahue's class, Mrs. Kountz's class, Mrs. Witkowski's class, Mrs. Edgerly's class, plus a behind-the-scenes look with the parade planners themselves as we explore the history and map that brings the magic to life. Now, leading us through every float, your hosts, Jane and Francesca.
Happy Thanksgiving, Bulldog Nation! Welcome to the second annual McKinley Elementary Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm one of your hosts, Francesca Herdman. And I'm Jane Dudash, the other host. We are so excited to be your hosts and to invite you to enjoy the talent of over 100 Bulldogs and their outstanding floats. We've got so much in store for you today. And trust us, it's not just balloons. We have been learning so much about the parade's history and planning. Yes, we have, Francesca, and to prove it, let's turn it over to Faye in Miss Herdman's class to tell us the story behind the parade. Faye?
Macy's department store heard of Tony Sark, a puppet maker, and asked him to make a puppet parade for their store windows, then asked Tony to make something bigger and better. Tony contacted Goodyear Company in Ohio to help create something.
Felix the Cat was the first balloon that appeared in the parade in 1927. The parade was first on TV.
Companies pay over $190,000 to have a balloon in the parade. What is your favorite balloon to look for each year?
Balloonatics are balloon designers. They draw, make 3D design, and then paint the balloons by hand. Painting balloons while they're inflated helps prevent paint from cracking.
Balloons are tested and packed away till Thanksgiving morning. During the parade, there are at least 100 handlers controlling the balloons. We enjoyed learning about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade so much. We decided to make some floats of our own. Stay tuned to see our awesome work. Back to you, Bulldogs.
Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears like it's that time. The floats are in the air, millions watching from everywhere. It's time for the McKinley Elementary Thanksgiving Day Parade. Our first two classes today will be Miss Herdman and Miss Brine's Bulldogs. Take it away.
I made the house from the movie Up. It's made out of paint, a wooden box, styrofoam balls. I forget what that says.
Yeah, I made a football going through a field goal because I like football. I made it with the foam football, some like styrofoam, like wooden sticks.
I made a cupcake because I liked them, and I made it out of cardboard paper, tissue paper, and I put a little cherry on top.
I made a soccer field. I made it out of popsicle sticks, cardboard paper, tin foil, a straw. We made it out of construction paper.
I made a butterfly, made it out of paper, wrapping paper, stickers, and I hot glued these flowers on, made it flap with straws. So
I made like jellyfish and fish. A lot of my people in my family get stung by jellyfish, and I made it from paper, jellyfish from like Amazon, and fish from Amazon. I made a baseball field. I made it out of felt as the bases, the grass and the dirt, and I made pipe cleaners for the baseline and the batter's box.
It's Felix the cat in more of a Christmas style and a more realistic style. I used paper, cotton balls, white construction paper, and all kinds of stuff.
This is my balloon design. I did Grinch, like where he steals Christmas, and I did Max, Grinch, and Cindy Lou Who. So I made it with balloons, with this bell with ears, a Santa hat.
I made a snow globe with 4 McKinley inside. It lights up. I used lights, mini Christmas trees. This was an ornament, and a wooden house.
I made C.D. Lamb and George Pickens playing catch because I like those players. I used a shoebox, cardboard, and printer.
I'm Faye, and I made Candyland. I made the lollipops out of clay and like clear wrapping paper thingy. I made cotton candy out of wool, styrofoam balls. The base is a styrofoam block, and I used pom-poms in a mini gumball machine I found in my room.
I made a disco ball car. I really like disco balls, and I love Barbies. I found my Barbie car upstairs, and I just bedazzled it. I got all of the supplies from Hobby Lobby. I made Candy Cane Lane.
And I used wrapping paper for my float, and then I used candy canes that go on trees. I made a hot air balloon. So I used paper mache to make the balloon. And on the bottom, I made like a Christmas wonderland, and it has snowmen, presents, and Christmas trees. I made a turkey. I made it with these plastic foods, a fan, some feathers, and I used some wrap, paper mache to get the shape of it, and googly eyes. I made a bathtub float, and my favorite part about it is the ducks and the lights that my mom put in it. I made a turtle float. I painted the balloon. I made cardboard pieces as the legs, and this is the ocean right here. This is my Thanksgiving turkey. I made it with my nanny and me. Went to the store to buy these things. The back says 6'7".
Hi, I'm Emmy, and I made my cat Izzy.
I made a wrestling mat because I love wrestling. I made it out of wood, a balloon, and last week I had a wrestling tournament and I won a medal. I got second place.
I made a hockey player. It's made out of balloons, potatoes, because I like hockey.
I made a snowman because I like winter, and I made it with sticks, styrofoam, a hat.
I made the Lorax because I like the movie. I made it with a mustache and eyeballs and eyebrows.
I made a balloon. I like watching the balloon and try to see like what the balloon looks like. We had to put the blue balloon inside of the clear balloon. I glued fake spider webs on it.
Mike Wazowski, a balloon, and Whiteout and Marcos because I like Monsters Inc.
I made the Lorax because I really like the Lorax. I used pipe cleaners, cotton balls, felt for the eyes. I had a balloon on it, but it popped, so I just used this from the classroom.
I made a cat. I used balloons, markers, and felt because I like cats.
I made American flag stripes and like stars.
I made a baseball boot because I love baseball. I made it out of balloons and the rest is foam. And the P is made out of hot glue.
I made Legos over Broadway because I like building with Legos. I used glue, paper, and Legos.
I made Patrick Mahomes because I like the Chiefs and he's my favorite player, and I did like his curly hair, and I used stickers, croc charms. I put a Patrick Mahomes number and his name on the bag.
I made a rainbow because that was the first thing that came to my mind, and I thought it was gonna be easy, but it did not turn that way. And I used foam, pom-poms, and pins to get all the pom-poms in, and hot glue for the stick in here.
I made an elephant I thought it will look cute. I used a silver balloon, googly eyes, and I made the ears that says New York Aquarium. And it has wheels with a dolphin right here jumping out of the water. So I have an orca right here, and I have a crab, another shark right here. I'll have a school of fish right here, a blue whale, fish with a big mouth. I forget what it's called.
My float is a rocket ship. So originally gonna make a guy with a jetpack, but that was too hard. Saw that an empty toilet paper roll, so I just thought of it.
So mine is a flamingo. I use piping cleaner to stick the legs on and those pink feathers. And I grabbed a paper towel holder and I used it to glue feathers on it.
On Dakota, I used a lot of fur for it. We're painting the eyes and the mouth. Well, the eyes, they were sticky, so we just took the pieces off, then we stick them on.
I made a holiday one. It's a Christmas one. I made it with a litter box, some fabric, 2 houses, a train, and then some humans with a little train in the middle.
I put pre-made turkey pulling a pumpkin man with flowers and pumpkins.
I made a butterfly with green and pink sparkles. I added eyeballs to the little spots.
It's supposed to be an ornament. A blue balloon. I had a cup attached with tape on to the top.
Thank you so much, Miss Herdman and Miss Brine's classes. Your floats were awesome. But now it's time we take our first break. We'll be right back after a message from the planners of the parade.
Mathematicians, we are doing what? Planning a parade. Are you ready to find out how much your budget is?
Yes.
Okay. The amount of money for your budget is $25,000.
How is it possible?
What is this stuff?
We're making a parade out with a budget, and now we're preparing it. Budget means like an amount of money. A certain amount of money, and you can't go over it. If you're just spending like $10,000 or $5,000, it's gonna be boring. Balloons and people that you hire. We have costumes and decorations. We have a large balloon cost $1,000. Medium balloon costs $500, small balloon costs $200, and then the float truck is $20 an hour to hire.
Hand-picked commentators. What are commentators? Jane, what are commentators?
They're like the hosts.
Oh, they're the hosts. They are going to cost you money. They're going to cost $30, okay? Commentators don't work for free unless they're generous. Now,
What does it say commentators get paid?
$30 an hour.
But my budget's $0, so are we allowed to spend as much money as we want?
No, we have a budget.
You have a budget. What does that mean?
36,000. So we need to at least have 20 entertainers, so we're gonna need 20 costumes. We could split it and make it 10 and 10. We restarted the whole entire thing 15 times.
Really?
We would have had a lot more done. And we didn't write down everything that we needed to, so it was too.
So what you're saying is just don't go spending if you don't know if you have all the money, right?
Yeah.
Do you need a certain number of float trucks?
Yes.
How many?
10.
For how long? How long is your parade? 10 float trucks for 2 hours. And how much does it cost? $20 an hour. Every truck for your parade will cost $40. Okay, and how many trucks did you say?
10.
40 times 10.
40 times 10 is 400.
$60 in 2 hours, but it's $30 in each hour. But our parade needs to go for at least 2 hours.
Okay.
So every commentator costs $60. You need $60 each commentator. And
So how
at
many
least, And at least we need 2 commentators.
Even if you're like 1 cent over.
Exactly, you'd have to make a cut. You'd be like, I'm sorry, Santa Claus, you're not important this year. What?
Santa Claus is always
always important.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You spent $5,170
Out of the 25,000 budget.
on your whole parade.
Yes.
This is going to be a very short parade. Hello, don't you have to hire the reindeer for the sleigh? And I think there's more than Rudolph, right?
Yeah, I didn't spend enough money.
You didn't spend enough money?
No.
Whoa, that's a good problem to have. What just happened there, Ellie?
I went over.
So you spent more than you had?
Yeah.
We can't do that, so what do you got to do?
Delete stuff.
You got to delete stuff from the parade?
Yeah.
This is a big decision.
The lights.
No lights in your parade? Okay, it's going to be a very dark parade.
10 small balloons, 9 medium balloons, and 8 large balloons.
What'd that cost you, all of that together?
19,000.
Wow, okay, so a very balloon parade for Ainsley. 29 miles of decorations, put 29 there.
And then we're gonna do.
This is gonna waste lots of money.
But it's going to be the most beautiful bright light parade ever. $5,800 in decorations. That's going to be the best parade in the world, Messiah. Write it down there.
You know what they say? Go big or go home, so I added more balloons.
I spent $2,900 and $250.
Well, we got to spend a little more, Iz. Your parade's going to be boring. We need lights and we need everything. We need a marching band.
I'm done, and that's all I spent.
You spent $4,560.
I'm done.
You're done. Mia, this parade's going to be like over in 5 seconds. No decorations.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed a behind-the-scenes look at the parade. Jane is currently out along the parade route, talking to some fans of the parade. Jane?
Hi, I'm here with Miss Witkowski, and I have to ask her, what's your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
My favorite part, Jane, is spending time with my family. There's no gifts. It's just eating delicious food made by my grandma, and we just get to laugh and spend lots of time together.
What are you thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful for a lot of things. 1 is my family, and 2 is my students, my wonderful students.
Thank you so much, Miss Witkowski. Back to you, Francesca.
While you were gone, I found Miss Davis, and I have to ask her, Miss Davis, what's your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
Oh, my favorite part about Thanksgiving is hosting. We have all of our family and everyone come from out of town, and we all get to spend the whole week together. It's my favorite.
Okay. And I have to ask, I have another question. What are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for my family and my kids and my job and all of my friends. Lots and lots to be thankful for these days.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
I'm here, and I found a guest.
Mr. Nico!
Hi, everybody. Hi, Jane. Hi, Francesca. Well, you're doing such a great job hosting the parade.
Mr. Nico, we have to ask you, what's your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
My favorite part of Thanksgiving, oh boy, it is watching the parade, and it's seeing all the floats and getting inspiration for things like this, of course, so.
And I just had to ask you, what are you thankful for?
I am so thankful for all of you. All my bulldogs. You guys are the reason I smile and wake up every morning, and I'm so happy that we got to do cool things like this.
Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me. And now,
Back to the parade!
I made a soccer field. I made it with pipe cleaners, a shoebox, a foam ball, and some paint.
Hi, my name is Lucius, and I made a basketball court with Donahue and Mitchell. I used a cardboard, a basketball, and balloons. And I used some paper for like a spider, and I used marker to trace it out.
6-7. I made a 6-7 out of cardboard, paint, and I made foam eyes.
I made a lectern. I made it out of cardboard, spray paint, paper, and super glue. I made it because I really like to read.
Hi, my name is Harrison. I drew Kobe. My mom printed out all of this stuff, the celebrities on the side. This is a foam ball I painted. There's one of the Kim Kardashians right there. And then you can move the ball. You can make him not make it. You can make him make it. You can make him dunk it.
Woof, woof. My name is Arya, and I made a dog. I made it with soft, paper, and I did, a little collar, and there's a little feet. there.
I made a Roblox float. I used lights for the outlines, and there's brain rots from steel brain rot. So Odin, Din, Dun, Lavaka, Chaleo, Chala, Orangini, Ananasasini. Oh, and there's also this Bombardito Crocodilo in the sky.
Eat more chicken. So I made a Chick-fil-A box. I made it out of paper, tape, cardboard, and a shoebox. And I made it because I love Chick-fil-A. I made a penguin. I made it with my parents. I painted most of the paper on. Then we put the top earmuffs on. It was really fun making it with my parents.
It's not just any ordinary Tic Tac, it's an orange Tic Tac. I made it out of a plastic container with balloons and real Tic Tacs in it. Oh, I love Tic Tacs. Just want to eat them.
I made my fish Gilbert. I used paint, cardboard, and me and my mom paper mache'd it. Because my fish is super special for me.
I made BB-8 from Star Wars, and I made it out of paper lanterns, and I used markers, balloons, and balloon holders because I love watching Star Wars, and I really like the droids.
I made an animal park. I made a bird, and I made some flowers, and I made a dog. I used Play-Doh, I used colorful paper, and I used a box. I made a gingerbread house. I made it out of a Build-A-Bear box, paint, and cotton balls. I like to eat cookies a lot. I made a gingerbread man. I made it out of paper mache and balloons, and I painted it, and I put a Christmas hat on it.
I made SpongeBob. I made him out of paper, construction paper, markers, foam, and I used toilet paper, but there's nothing on it, and I put it for the legs.
I made a panda. I made it out of cardboard, glue, and cotton balls. And I made it because pandas are my favorite animal.
I made Olaf. I made him out of clay, googly eyes, pom-poms, styrofoam. He's funny, and I like how he likes summer, but he's a snowman. I made a popcorn. I used red paper and white paper. I used stickers and markers, and I used some balloons. And the reason why I did it is because I thought it would be really cool. I made Hershey's chocolate because I love Hershey's, and I made it out of tinfoil and little cups and cotton balls. I made Snoopy. I made him out of clay and a little bit of wood, wood stock out of black and yellow clay.
Hi, my name's Olivia. I made a jellyfish because I like jellyfish and I like the ocean. I made it out of a shoebox and recycle things for the waves and stuff. Added some starfish and stuff. So
I made a football field. What I used is balloons, popsicle sticks to make the field goal. I made a balloon out of a person.
I made a preppy Valentine's Day hot air balloon, and I made it out of popsicle sticks and pipe cleaners. Since it's preppy, I put these in there. And then I have bows everywhere and stuff, and I made this out of my 3D printer. So preppy. I made a stitch. So I made the surfboard. I cut out some cardboard, and then I made my own paper mache, and then we painted it all red, and we put tape here so it's a white strip. And then this is my stitch. I glued a Christmas hat to it, and I put wheels on the bottom so it looks like it could surf. I made a Christmas Wonderland snow globe. I used plastic bowls, fish, strings, so I can hang my snowflakes, and then for the bottom I sprinkled glitter everywhere, and then I put bells. This is my paper mache axolotl, and I used a shoebox, lots of paint, some sticks, and then I used some Lego figures. This is Lucy, over here's Mary Jen. This is Bob Ross over here. This is Jeff back here, and Jerry. I made myself out of styrofoam, balloons, and googly eyes. It says my nickname, and then I made stickers of it.
I made the Ohio State football field. I made it out of tissue paper in a box. Go Buckeyes.
I made it almost like a golf course. I made it out of this tinsel stuff, fake grass, a mini golf ball, a little bit of metal on the putter, and helium, and a balloon.
And I made Snoopy because I love the show. I made the box out of a Build-A-Bear box, and I painted it red. And I made the snow out of fluff and used hot glue to keep it down. I made Snoopy with paper, cardboard, and with Woodstock the same. And I made SpongeBob because I really like watching SpongeBob. I used a cardboard box, some tape, paper, toilet paper rolls for the legs, and markers.
And I made a horse arena because it's one of my favorite hobbies, and I made it out of some paper, hot glue, and myself, and I made a box out of it, and yeah.
I made a pumpkin patch because I really like to go to the pumpkin patch in the fall time, and I builded it out of a cardboard box. Then I glued green felt paper down. Then I added a fence, a pumpkin patch, some leaves, a gift shop, a hayride, and a tree farm.
So I made this robot float because blue's my favorite color and I think robots are cool. Balloon for the head, a trash can for the body. I used toilet paper rolls and then some paper down here for the hands.
So what'd you make?
A dog.
You made a dog, and how'd you make your dog?
It's out of paper and a shoebox and a little foam ball and 2 little dog bones.
I made a glove balloon. Donald, Goofy, and Pluto.
I made a dinosaur laying down using balloons, cardboard to make his spikes, and I used one of those tubes and it can light up. And with my spare time, I made I ride what's it called, Balloonzilla.
I made a banana dough because it's my nickname, and I used string, paper, paint, fabric, hot glue, Sharpie, wood, a straw, boxes, tape, googly eyes, and lights.
My name's Delaney, and I made Snoopy because I like Snoopy, and I used packing peanuts and toothpicks.
I have a monkey, and I made it because it was a cool idea. I made it with a balloon and eyes and foam.
I made a jungle because I love nature, and I made it out of felt, moss, some paper, plastic things, and I got some rocks from my backyard.
Thank you so much, Miss Donahue and Miss Kountz's classes. We loved your floats. When we return, we finish up our parade with Miss Witkowski's and Miss Edgerly's classes. Stay tuned.
Parade is no longer boring.
No longer boring parade. Fine. What'd you add, Mia?
Glitter, confetti, red dust cannons, fireworks, sparklers, candles, and bars.
I was so wrong about your parade. That is going to be awesome, Mia. I'm sorry I ever doubted your creative expertise.
So you're gonna put.
Thank you.
We put like a story where we want to start a parade route, and then we drew our parade route, and then with the extra space we made our array buildings. 4 rows, which rows go that way.
Yep.
And 4 columns that go that way.
Right.
And if you have 4 times 4, that's called a perfect square.
Ooh, good words there. You're going to make a path of destruction. You're going to bring a wrecking ball into your town and say, for the parade, we need to take this part of your business. Hey, sorry, library, we're going to have to get rid of some books. We got to get the marching band. How about the Christmas store?
35 unit squares, and I found out from 7 times 5. It's gonna go up to the side. Straight.
So, Sophia, what you're saying is you want the marching band and you want all the floats to go all the way around the town.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you gonna end?
Do you know how long You'd have to march as a marching band. You'd have to march that far. I'm gonna make a wild guess, Sophia. I bet you Grandpa would not take his marching band to your parade. He would not be happy knowing my Sophia made me march 20 miles with my marching band. How many rows?
8.
And how many columns?
7.
8 times 7?
56.
Beautiful.
So we kind of have to do, like, in our budget, we're trying to make the best parade ever. Idea of, like, to do, like, mascots for every balloon that we do, maybe.
So you put on a parade, and you didn't spend all the money to do it.
Yeah, but we're still doing it.
But you're still going.
Yeah, and so Miss Ken said after all that, if we have extra money, we could go back and maybe buy
So what are we doing with our extra money?
buy more.
More balloons.
For just the balloons, I only spent $3,000 something, and I upped it up.
You upped it, so you added some more balloons.
I
Okay.
accidentally went over a little bit, but then I had to take it down.
And what did you take away?
Like 300 something.
So I looked at the larger balloon and I saw that it was like more expensive.
Right.
So I tried to do like a little bit like less. And then for the medium one, I saw that it was like less expensive. So I did like a little more.
We did a Christmas parade and our total was $24,700 and our budget was $25,000.
Going to have snowflakes, ornaments, and lights.
The theme of our parade is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We spent $19,000 on large floats. We have reindeer floats, elves, Santa, and some other Christmas stuff. We had to take our numbers and we had to add up the quantity if there was more than one, and then whatever we got, we added them up right here, and then at the bottom, that's what our total was.
We have 20 large balloons that cost us $20,000.
3 medium balloons that cost us $1,500.
We're labeling what we have so far because we forgot to.
Oh, wait a second. You started spending money and you didn't know what you spent it on.
Yeah, so now we gotta go back and see what we did.
So how can we do that?
We gotta go back and to see the evidence. We circled what we have done, so we're getting info off.
We're gonna have 10 of, I don't know, 20 of, 30 of nothing, right?
But now we got something.
Now we got something.
We were happy that we did it, so.
So you wrote down the We Did It parade. We did it.
Welcome back. Now we feature our final classrooms. Our classrooms. Miss Witkowski and Miss Edgerly's classes.
It's called the Soccer Pros, and it's made out of fake grass, a squishy soccer ball.
I made a panda made out of string, cardboard, pipe cleaners, and tape. Oh, I used googly eyes with cotton balls and paper. I did a little boo-boo. I made it out of a styrofoam ball, markers, tan paint, stickers, gems, and I got a real Labubu right there next to it. I made a snowman out of a headband, styrofoam balls, paper cleaners, pom-poms, googly eyes, Christmas bags, and glitter and ornaments. It's called This Is Santa Claus's Sleigh. I made it out of cotton balls, a Santa ornament, a fake Christmas tree. I made it with cute little snowmans. I have jingle bells on it. It's called High in the Sky. I made it out of a balloon, pen, tape, ribbon, tissue paper, twine, a cup, and a plastic dog.
I made a snowman. I used a shoebox, wrapping paper, cotton balls, Sharpie, and balloons.
I made a Care Bear because I like Care Bears, and I made it out of balloons. And for the belly, I used some of my markers. And
and the eyes are made out of Sharpies and more of the markers that I used for the belly.
I made like a soccer field with people, and I made it out with like cardboard paper, hot glue. I made it because I like soccer and it's my favorite sport.
I made a football field. I used a shoebox, popsicle sticks, and wrapping paper on the side.
I built a snowman. I used pom-pom balls and I used styrofoam, and then I used hot glue to glue on the pom-pom balls, and then I used these little presents and these mini trees.
I made King Kong. I used construction paper, these little houses my mom found at the store, and my toy King Kong.
I made this math thing. I made it by gluing, so I took a shoebox and I hot glued construction paper all over it. I glued flashcards and stickers on the side. Adding 8 because we are doing our 8 times test soon.
And I made a roller skate. I made it out of cardboard, newspaper stickers, ribbon, paper towel rolls.
I made a character from a video game called Deltarune, and its name is Rouse, and I used felt, 3D printed horns here, pipe cleaners, felt. Actually, a lot of felt.
I made a gaming float. I made it out of a balloon, construction paper, and little paper things, and a little piñata.
I made the house from up. I made it with wooden sticks, hot glue, beads, and stickers. I really like the movie, and it is all about balloons.
I made a Christmas balloon float. It's made out of a balloon, globe, Christmas wrapping paper.
I made this. It's called the Frenchie float, and I used felt, ornaments, ribbon. I used a box, wrapping paper. Well, I used a lot of bows. I have 3 dogs, and one of them is a Frenchie, and the other one is half Frenchie, half Boston.
I made Frosty the Snowman. I used like these that like bounce up and down for the trees. And I hot glued these together. Shoebox that I wrapped paper around. And I have like these little furry things that can like twist really well, so I use those for the arms.
I made a pizza, and I didn't have enough time, and I made this in the morning.
It's called Toothless's Christmas. I made it out of pins, ribbons, cardboard. I used wrapping paper and lights, and I made this float because I like Toothless and I love Christmas, so I combined them together to make the float.
Hi, my name is Izzy, and I made a turkey. I used a paper lantern, some colored foam, and some styrofoam.
What's that score, Francesca?
6.
So I made a basketball float, and it's made out of a balloon, tape, plastic like this net piece, and I used cardboard and markers. 6'7" to 41.
I made Lamar Jackson. I made it out of a Cheerio box. I made it because I like the Ravens.
I made a gumball machine. I made it out of this big cup ball, like these ball puffs and tin foil and a quarter.
This is just a Thomas the Train float. It was made by trees, like little plastic trees, some rock tape, because I really like the show Thomas and Friends. I literally grew up with it.
I made a gumball machine. I made it out of glue, pom-poms, a candy holder, bottle box, and a bottle holder. And I made it because I really like gumballs. I made Pikachu from Pokemon with colored paper, paint markers. I put a bouncy ball inside it so it can like roll a little bit, but his ears are too big to roll now.
I called a soccer balloon because it's a balloon, and I made it out of Sharpie, black markers, so I made the pentagons and then colored them. And then it's also multicolored balloons spray painted, so.
I made a birthday cake. I made it out of wrapping paper, gems, pipe cleaners, and gem ribbon. I wanted to make a dragon, but that did not really work out.
This is Super Duck. I made it out of balloons, cardboard, tissue paper, mini resin ducks, and paper.
This is Brutus, and I made him because I really like Ohio State, and they're undefeated. And I made it, I used a foam ball, and then the hat is clay, and then I painted around him. I made cinnamon roll, and the materials I used paper, and I used foam, and I used a paper lantern. And the reason I made cinnamon roll because I love Hello Kitty.
I made Aaron Rodgers throwing a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf, and I made it out of a cereal box, cardboard, glue, and paper. And I made it because I like the Steelers.
I built this because I have an Xbox and I like Xbox. I use black paper for this and all the other details. And I use a box on the inside and use poster board paper for the outside for the white.
So I made a snowman because I thought it would be easy. So I used a scarf and I used a bag and I used some snowflakes and I put glitter on it and I glued it before I even did that. I made an alligator because I thought it would be easiest. I used paper towel rolls for the legs. I found something inside the shoe for the mouth, a curtain for the body, and
I made a gumball machine. It's made of balloons, cotton balls, a bucket, and Sharpie.
I made a football field with a Goodyear blimp on it. I made it out of wood, plaster, styrofoam, paint, and tape.
I made a cat because I love cats. It's made out of a balloon with paper that I colored and cut out, and it was taped to the balloon. So I named it the Buddy the Elf float. I made it out of a Buddy the Elf plushie, some candy, marshmallows, and like a cardboard box because I love the movie.
Float's name is Mr. Turkey. I made it with shoe boxes and construction paper, and I made a turkey because it reminds me of Thanksgiving.
We have Glinda. It's Glinda. I wonder who made that. I made Glinda with a wand. If you could see, I kind of painted it right here. I stuck the wand, I pinned it. These pearls hold it down. I think I know who made that one. I made the smart cookie. I made it out of styrofoam, paper, pipe cleaners, wooden sticks, and a pencil. I love the smart cookie. And that does it. You've now seen the amazing work of over 100 Bulldogs in 3rd grade. Francesca, I don't know about you, but I had so much fun hosting this parade. It was a great time hosting with you. I almost forgot. We still have one extra float to show you. Over the last week, McKinley Elementary got to vote on their favorite floats from each classroom. To celebrate each student's outstanding work, Mr. Beard hosted a parade so each student could cheer on their friends. Well, Francesca, I'm so thankful for you being my host today, and my great friend too. I'm thankful for you too, Jane, and I'm thankful for all of you, our viewers. Thank you so much for watching the 2nd annual McKinley Elementary Thanksgiving Day Parade. And from McKinley Elementary, Happy Thanksgiving! What do you mean? I forgot my line. Oh, what do you do when you wake up on Thanksgiving morning? On Thanksgiving morning, I watch the